Hello everyone, my name is Audrey Sherry and today I'm going to walk you through the website TV5 Monde, langue française. TV5 Monde was started as a French television network in 1984 and is the only television network to offer a free educational platform to learn French as a target language. It is available everywhere in the world, and I want to emphasize the fact that it's free because it is an amazing tool for learning French. And when you get to the website, when you're looking to learn French, this is what you are going to happen upon. You have two options. You have four options, and they are categorized in two different ways. So, à la découverte du français, to discover French, which provides 400 videos and articles. If you're just discovering, if you just want to play with French, they have quizzes and games and dictations. And for our pedagogical and educational purposes, we're going to look at this section, which is Apprendre le français, to learn French. And that is our page, the 3,000 free exercises, and then Enseigner le français, which provides 800 lesson plans basically, and this is kind of how this website was started. It's provided by teachers for learners and originally started for teachers by teachers. So, like I said, we're going to look at Apprendre le français, and when we navigate on the page, this is where we land. We can navigate this page in French, but if we're not comfortable with our French, we can switch and we have the choice between 8 different languages. And that's a helpful feature, really helpful feature of this website. We can navigate it by searching in the search bar if we want, or by navigating using our level. And if we're not sure about our level, we can take a test to discover what level we need to be placed in. You can also create your profile right here and kind of log your progress through that, but you can just use it as is without creating a profile, whatever you decide. So the levels that are used to kind of guide you in your exercises are from A1 to B2, which are the CEFR levels, the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. And one of the limitations is that it does not provide exercises beyond B2, so C1 and C2 are left out. However, the nice feature is that for complete beginners, they provide 500 activities, just right before the A1 beginner level. So when we navigate this page and we want to start working on an activity, once we figured out our level, so you can just click on one of these different options, or we can scroll down and pick by theme, or also whether we want an activity that is recent or that is going to disappear, that's going to disappear offline pretty soon. For the sake of this presentation, I'm going to click on this activity and show you how it is set up. So I will not navigate in French because that's what I'm most comfortable with, but feel free to play with it later on if you wish in a language that you're comfortable using. So first we have information regarding the level and what type of skill we're going to be working on. It's going to be kind of an intercultural walk, quote unquote, and then our title of our activity is here, and then here we're informed that the activity will be available until 2025, and we can share the activity through different mediums. One aspect of this, of the disappearance of the activities, you can view it as a pro or a con depending on how you look at it. But what is nice about this website is that everything is current, it has to do with current events, and it's constantly updated. They update it weekly. So on the one hand, if you lose an activity that you really like, I mean, you can obviously download it and create it on your own, but it also just keeps you up to date with what's going on in the world. And so not just in the French world of France, but in the Francophone world, in Canada, in Africa, and different parts of the world. So that's very important because it's authentic, and it also provides many different points of view and horizons. So culture is very important in this website. And the activities are basically scaffolded. They're kind of organized so that the activity is scaffolded, and you have instructions, so it contextualizes. Here we're going to see a video from a young woman who lives abroad, and what is she doing, who is she. Watch the video for 38 seconds to find the right answers, and you'll have to pick either one or multiple correct answers. And if we don't know how to complete the activity, we have a helpful guide here in writing and also in pictures. So, like I said in the beginning, this is a television network, so all of the activities are based on videos of current events throughout the world, and so you always have the audio and the video provided. And here you'll have the duration of the video, who created it, and if you remember, I mentioned that it's created by teachers, and here information on how to use subtitles. So let's go through and just click on the video.
Salut à tous, c'est Justine depuis le toit de mon immeuble à Hong Kong.
Okay, so you might have noticed that there are the subtitles right here that you can turn on and off, and you also have access to a transcription that can be printed, and you can use it if you wish. So if we go through the activity, say I will pick her name and Brazil and supermarché, and I'll click OK. So here we have instant feedback provided in writing. I have 2 responses that are correct out of 4, and information on what I can do to, get to the right answers. And if I want to have the solutions or the answers, I can click right here, and I can continue on. I can also just skip right to this part if I don't want to look at the second part or I don't feel comfortable. And you'll notice that it's activities that can be computer graded, and the platform offers 15 different types of exercises: multiple choice, crosswords, matching, fill in the blanks, and of course everything is organized around the video. So listening comprehension and culture are the big focus, but there's also, of course, reading comprehension and a little bit of limited, very short writing, and focus, of course, on intercultural competence. Okay, so continuing on, here, depending on the topic of the exercise that you're working on, it will give you suggestions of other things to pursue in that same field, and also suggestions of what you might like in that same collection or in the same theme. Alright, so other neat aspects of this website is that it provides help, strategies for learning the language, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, culture. I'm going to show you just a vocabulary one, and it is according to your level. So we'll click on the pharmacy vocabulary, and we'll see, okay, the word and the audio.
Antibiotique. L'antibiotique. Un antibiotique. Des antibiotiques.
To me, what this portion lacks is a contextualized use of the word. However, I think that they've remedied that by offering you an activity that uses that vocabulary right here. So that's quite helpful. Okay, so one aspect that I find can be overwhelming when navigating this website is the fact that it has 3,000 different activities. And so sometimes, where do I go to find what? Like I said, you can do the search bar, or you can go through the exercises and kind of search based on your level, based on the different themes, or based on what kind of what do you want to accomplish with the language. So do you need tips on the language, and are you perhaps in following a certification in French for business or international relations, or you need help on intercultural communication or something else. So this is something that is, I would say, rarely seen in apps and websites, is language for specific purposes. And it has become a growing trend in the last few years, even though it's been around since the 60s. But I'm very excited about this because it's a field that that's my field of interest. And so this is fairly new in the last few years, but it basically offers activities, again, scarce because there's only 43 and the levels are limited, A2 to B2, but I believe that this is going to continue to grow as people need more languages for specific purposes for their jobs, and they also provide additional connections to certifications and the Chamber of Commerce of Paris that also partners with them. So that's a very beautiful feature. And finally, I want to point out that the website provides un test de connaissance du français, and that is a language placement test for non-native speakers of French, and it fulfills French language entry requirements, can be used to demonstrate language ability for job applications or for personal use, and it's also used by Quebec for immigration procedures. So you can play around and kind of get prepared for that test. The last feature, the last aspect of this website that I want to show you is their app that they just came out with in March 2020 during the pandemic, and the app has basically the same amount of activities and videos as the website. And here's a little video showing you how easy it is to use.
Avec la nouvelle application Apprendre le français avec TV5 Monde, apprenez le français où vous voulez, quand vous voulez. 3000 exercices variés et amusants à partir de vidéos directement issues de nos programmes pour améliorer votre compréhension orale du français. Débutant ou confirmé, on vous guide pas à pas avec des tas d'astuces et de conseils. Avec l'appli Apprendre le français avec TV5 Monde, le français, c'est simple comme bonjour. Disponible gratuitement sur iOS et Android.
Thank you for listening to my video, and I hope you are as excited as I am about this website and this application, and that you'll maybe take some time to check it out. And thank you for your time.